Hi, it's Mike Consol on writing and books, and I want to talk about the book, The Power of Now, versus the one that it basically knocked off, which is called Be Here Now. Be Here Now was written decades before The Power of Now. Power of Now was a very popular book. People would rave about that book. I would talk to people about it, and I would tell them every time that that is basically a knockoff of Be Here Now, written by Ram Dass. Ram Dass is the former Richard Alpert, a psychology professor from Harvard who was a pal of Timothy Leary, dropped acid with Timothy Leary, and that's when he realized, hey, there's a lot more going on than we see in our normal state of consciousness. He ended up traveling to India, meeting a guru, and following that guru, becoming a spiritualist, changing his name. He wrote the book Be Here Now. It's a much smaller and better book than The Power of Now. Now, nothing against Eckhart Tolle, nothing against The Power of Now, other than I think it's overwritten. But Be Here Now is a much better book, and it's a genuine story of a man's journey from being a college professor and having that syndrome that all successful people seem to have, which is they call me an expert and I really don't know anything about what I'm doing. I just know more than other people. Ends up going to India, even giving a tab of acid to a guru out there and saying, what is this? He takes it, says it's good, but it's not as good as meditation, and so on. If you like The Power of Now, or if you have not read The Power of Now, but you're interested in spirituality, Be Here Now by Ram Dass, and make sure you get the print copy of the book because it's got a bunch of pages. Well, to begin with, it's got some photographs, but it's got a bunch of pages in the middle that are practically like hieroglyphics, just something you want to look at, not of great importance necessarily, but the copy itself is tremendous. His story is tremendous, and the legend of Ram Dass rolls on. If you want more, go ahead and sign up for my podcast, Novelist Spotlight, and you'll find the link to it in the episode notes or my profile notes, as well as a link to my own books. See you next time.